What is it that you're making, Mum?
A lap blanket,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, did I give you that?
You gave it to me. You started a jumper.
Yes.
Your tension was different to mine.
Yes.
Right, I'm making pyjamas.
Oh, look at Blue.
Yeah, so granddaughter, she's 4. Hers is a bit of a tradition. I make all her winter pyjamas. So that's me.
I've just brought a little robin.
lovely.
I love robins.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh,
And what are you going to do? Frame it or a card?
I'd probably make a card.
I brought my teddy, which I don't think I can really
You can
show
see it
to
from
the
the
camera.
back.
I did actually start this years ago, and I thought this is the perfect time to just
Get
get it back
into it.
out and
Into
get
it.
back into it. Gained inspiration from Mum. We've got on the top of our stairs Christmas cross stitches that she'd done, and there's this one of a mouse in a rocking chair, and it just inspires me to get on with mine.
So I'm working on some crochet at the moment, filet crochet, and I'm making panels to make a frame that's going to go over the video.
Very good.
I'm trying to find a sort of physical way to represent nature as a costume piece. So I'm making a 3-foot wingspan set of wings that you wear, and they're heavy. They're so heavy already. You pull a string and the wings open, they move. So this is going to be the top part of the wing. I'm the only person in my class doing it though. So everyone,
Really?
they all come over and they go, Emily, what are you doing this time? I'm like, oh, I'm making big old wings. Are you really surprised? You should be. All the weird stuff I make, you really should be surprised.
Stephen and I went up to Birmingham. I said, do not let me come out of here with any wool.
I think he failed in his mission.
I walked over just to see what she had, and she had this amazing blanket, and so I got it. I don't know what I'm going to do with this blanket. I don't know where it's going to go, but I just love colour.
I was just thinking about it last night actually, and I was 8 and I was on holiday and I was getting bored. We found pre-stamped doilies in the old days. That's what I started on 70 plus years ago.
How did you learn it, Mum?
I don't know how I learned. I sort of picked it up. Oh yes, my mum sewed. I mean, I sewed my own clothes for years until the girls came along and I did their clothes. I can't pass a craft. I call myself a jack of all trades, master of none.
I don't know, Mum. I think
I'm
you
like
are
that.
the master of some.
Oh, I
You did
don't
make
know.
my wedding dress.
Well,
Oh,
did
yes,
make
I
a
remember
wedding.
that.
I've done sort of funny things like tatting, fine crochet, numerous
Love it.
Aran sweaters. I knitted myself a dress once.
What's been your favourite?
Cross stitch, I think. I like cross stitch.
I'm going to say 45 years because that's what I can remember. Okay, I was given a sewing machine as a wedding present. I think the first thing I made was soft furnishings. I used to look at what I'd like in the shops, but it was really expensive, and then I'd go and make it
That's
myself.
so
Like Jan, I'll put my hand to anything. I do photo frames, boys' clothes. I've realised that a lot of what I'm actually putting into practice, especially now, I can't remember it being taught, but it's watching my mother. I know how to do certain things, and it's all there from watching her. And then I realised she was an actual seamstress from Jamaica. I never actually knew
Did you
that.
not know that?
I did not know that. And I love sewing. It's part of me.
My first sort of memory was at junior school, and we each made a skirt for ourselves with an elasticated waist.
Yes.
With a sort of, was it gingham, is it called?
Oh
gingham?
yes, yeah, it was always gingham.
In my teenage years, I did quite a lot of dressmaking because way back in the 50s and the 60s, they didn't really cater for larger people. I remember when I was married making an embroidery to put on our sofa, and I was so proud of that. And yeah, cross stitch is what I love doing. I enjoy that most.
So I definitely started my cross stitch when I was little, and I remember having tiny little kind of cross stitch patterns. So I've been doing it for absolutely years, obviously. Mum definitely was the one to teach me that. The first thing I sewed in school was like an egg cozy thing.
Oh,
Because
goodness.
yes.
But it's great. It's led on to other things that I managed to do. I made like a nativity.
Oh, yeah.
Going up.
lovely.
Mainly I've learned from my dad. I've even taken over his workshop at this point. I said to my dad, right, I want to learn sewing. So I would have been like 10 or 11.
Okay.
My dad gave me this little pieces of felt, and he was like, this is how we're going to sew it. And we're going to make little wizard hats.
I remember you made like a little beanie for my frog teddy one
Yes,
time.
I was making clothes for everyone's
Yeah.
toys. I still have some of the ones I made for my toys. You know, after that, Mum and Dad kind of figured out actually she does want to do this. It's
Yeah.
not like a phase.
Yeah.
We'll buy you a proper sewing machine. We'll give you the actual knowledge. We'll let you pursue this. And now I'm actually doing it properly, and it's expanded into this.
So my mum taught me to crochet. She taught me everything. She taught me how to use a sewing machine, which was a treadle. In primary school, we all had to sew a blouse. By the time I'd finished, I'd grown a bust. Back in the 60s, I wasn't that interested in crochet because crochet was really... Doreen and I are looking at each other because all we know is what a Caribbean front room looked like. That was another generation. I took this up again fairly recently, usually at festivals and things. I saw them with crochet jumpers and stuff. Oh, I like that. I like that. But I think my big love, though, is quilting. Your
Beautiful.
cross stitches, you'd consider that art, wouldn't you?
I would think of it as a skill
Mm.
because the art had been worked out for me.
I always thought of it as a hobby rather than labelling it as art. I've always needed a purpose for creating something, and it's more recently that I've kind of realised I can just do it for the sake of doing it.
I think it's in the eye of whoever's beholding it, whether it's art, and it's also whatever is in the heart of the creator.
Yeah.
That's what defines, for me, art. Because there are quilts that I've made that I would consider to be functional gifts, but then there's the one that's hanging on the wall that is, for me, a piece of art.
There is an artistry just to the act of sewing something for someone, isn't there? Sometimes I look at old crochet pieces that I've done. I go, oh, I remember at this bit I was in that class,
Yes.
and the teacher told me off. It's like there's memories almost in the
In
stitches.
the- in
the
memory.
Yeah. I think when you're little and you're said, oh, we're going to do some art, you think, okay, I'm going to draw something.
Yes.
And that is
Well,
what
it's
you're
the first thing that
taught,
comes
what
to
you're
mind.
taught that it is.
Yes.
You ever go to like a historical place and they go, this was a tapestry made by a woman in like the Tudor times. When she was making that, she was probably thinking, oh, I'd make this nice thing for, my house, my kids. And then obviously years and years later it's been preserved and people go, wow, look at that. If I said your cross stitch would end up in a museum one day, what would you say? Do you laugh?
What I'm looking at is us here now as a group of women doing our craft. If a group of men see us here, would they view us as making art? I
I don't think
I
we would be.
personally
No, I
But
don't.
should we?
think we would be viewed in that.
No.
I'm going to
Perspective.
make a change as from today. I'm going to start using that word. If I show someone something, I'm going to say, look at this artwork that I've done.
Yes.
As
Yes,
of
do
today,
that.
Come on,
I'm
Doreen.
starting to
Because
make
there's
the
a lot of
change.
tweaking.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
I get where what you want to come out of this. I got you. Look at this artwork I created.